This program is proudly brought to you by Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy, and the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, supported by Seafort, your best vitamin C supplement from Samuel's Pharma. It's another exciting week, and we are super excited to come your way with another thrilling episode of Ask Your Pharmacist. My name is Peggy Sanwa, and this show is proudly brought to you by Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy. You can download the Dragnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store. Order all your medications, have it delivered to you wherever you are. Remember, with Dragnet, you are assured of quality, convenience, and affordable drugs. Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy. This is also brought to you by the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana and Tema Christian Eye Center. If you are looking for a one-stop eye care facility, definitely go to Tema Christian Eye Center. They have a comprehensive eye care services with potent and ultra-modern equipment, skilled and experienced doctors with exceptional customer service. If you have anything optical, you need to go there and get it checked out. Tema Christian Eye Center can be located at Tema Community 1, adjacent the St. Paul Methodist Church, and you can call them on 024-371-7468. Tema Christian Eye Center, changing life through proper eye care. This show is also supported by Seafort, the best vitamin C plus zinc from Samuel's Pharma. Many thanks to our media partners, ETV Ghana and GH1 Television. We are taking a quick break, and the show definitely continues. Stay tuned, we'll be back for more.
Are you tired of roaming for your medications and can't find them? Sick and alone and can't get anyone to get your drugs? Do you need to talk to a pharmacist? Or do you feel uncomfortable when buying certain drugs from the pharmacy? Do you want your drugs to be delivered to you at the comfort of your own home or office? Then it's time to download the Dragnet app, spelled DRUGNET, from the Play Store or the App Store to enjoy total convenience. Use Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy. For further inquiries on Dragnet, call 02400244455.
Memamo akwa abadeba Tema Christian Eye Center a share enihu apomudin sem nyina seye akwala seye penyin yewo a doctor for kukudam a wombe to womobo ayem pensen mu ne hwehwemu ansana yehu nia ehawe ni no yaye niese seye deboa ma wonso weni ne ho tono yewo nro apapapa ewa ha a chese ye hwe a ubenya ne nyina bi wa ha se efa no ahwehweniwa a friend lenses enso a your quality lenses, any frames.
This center is devoted to eye care. We treat patients with all types of eye diseases here: cataracts, glaucoma, refractive errors, and retinal issues. I am a glaucoma specialist here at the Tema Christian Eye Center, seeing patients particularly with glaucoma and cataracts.
Yeah, war Tema Committee 1. Ye be Methodist sorry no. Ye juma fiti ejwada ye Monday kopem memninda Saturday.
Tema Christian Eye Center, changing lives through proper eye care.
Welcome back. You are still watching Ask Your Pharmacist. All right, so today we are coming to you from Lekman Hospital, and our guest pharmacist for today is Pharm Dr. Abeku Edu Graham Bannerman. He's a senior clinical pharmacist at the Dansuma Polyclinic, and our topic for discussion is colds and flu. Pharm Doctor, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm doing very well. Glad to see you today. I know it's flu season, but why do you think we have to, do this? What's the need for us to bring awareness to this particular topic?
All right, thank you very much. You see, we are in the era of COVID, okay, and most people come normally to the pharmacies requesting for flu or cold medicines, or sometimes they say catarrh medications, okay, and people don't seem to take it seriously. They think it's one of those normal diseases, but in fact, it's very serious, which needs experts' advice, management, and treatment. So we need to really talk about it.
Well, there you hear it from the expert. You need to know more. That is why you need to stay seated for more.
Eja, we are so here. Then na opese ubisa ewo cold any flu and the yesu hu adie.
Okay, I'm Samichawo, brother. Medical code now can ask him. Way back no. na eja me experience kakra but me new do baby no. In fact, me experience be a check.
Oh, okay.
A chepa.
Okay,
I don't know say because of me dance and inji. Ah, me more exercise. And I don't need one more. Me share them pet something like meat. Na yeah, a lot of meat. Me pet. Me don't me say me talk more. Me talk kosiani macaroni.
Okay.
Yeah, and me pet don't even go dia banko na dokun.
Okay.
Or me ni jumpa. And more once we come on this say no in quadra ni na dia me pet me di wa bonti. Say fear dia me ni jun. But can code pa dia me wanna say me be some question. Say dia na di code ba.
Okay.
And no pen and be say me. Yeah, and I am more food na dia. Dia poten.
Mpacho code dia ayamwa ketingeti bi na ediba. Okay, you from viruses and ediba. Difference say me will be na me kasa ewa ha na say ho na yeketu bi a ohumi obetumi anya bi. Na ohumi fi nsuo but say as a person wo wa say onchene like who sneeze onchene and mun sa na man edi amane eba obi so wa flowers on fie bi wa perfume bi wa car smoke no e fi car mu ba no ina bi wa perfume anu yedin to tepe etimi no ema onya cold and I say onya flu.
Okay, me da say acho ma say mbisa ne say obi wo cold a eden na eni kwan say odi ana eden na eni kwan say onom say ni suo na ade.
Me da say madam, in fact cold any flu aye kan ho asem yi na bebre wo ho a eni say wo ye na bebre wo ho a eni say wodi ebi so wo say wodi sna be ya ho beto wo ntem na otuma ko eden akọ ndwuma so nema emu enwunwunwu fridge mu nema ice cream na ice water eni sa nema no so bi nye cold na flu a eni say o eden odi sa nnuane na emu adwodododo e be sa ho eden ento wo ntem.
I wanted to know why sometimes the children will not be having cold and catarrh in the morning, but once they go to school and come back in the evening time, they will start having cold and catarrh. I wanted to know why. Does it mean maybe during the school or the sun, or is it the dust they inhale during when they are in the school? Is it the reason why they have cold and catarrh in the evening time? That's what I want to ask.
It's a very good question. Thank you so much for the question. You see, when it comes to children, okay, as they are growing, they are developing their immunity, okay? So when they go to school, they pick it from other children as well. They might play on the ground, yes. Sometimes they sleep together, you know, they bath them either individually or together at school. So when a child do have cold, then another child will pick it. All will depend on the immunity of your child. If the child's immunity is not strong, that's why we are emphasizing on the fact that when your child is having cold, make sure you give the child a lot of fluids. If you are breastfeeding the child, control breastfeeding. It's very, very important. If you are giving fluids, water, anything that you are giving to the child to take, please continue doing it. Okay, and you also need to make sure that the child's immunity is very strong. The child is eating very well. If the child is going to an age where the child can take green leafy vegetables, you have to give a lot of vegetables, you have to give a lot of fruits, you have to make sure that the child is very, very active. Give a lot of vitamins to the child. But of course, the vitamins, you have to see your pharmacist, you have to see your doctor before you know which particular vitamin you should give to your child.
Yeah.
You see, I should be cold any flu. The person be say, "Oh, I send me up." Person will be me. If I cold,
no, na me be sa no say. Me nam te say an cold ha me o. Ba me koda. Me to me nda na de ati. Cold no kwi sa me ti ase.
Aye wo dan sa.
Oh, me to me hwini na to me say like kata no. Sound na de ati.
Ye ti any say or say wo hwe cold ni flu no. Bibi wo ho a edeba. Bibi wo ha ye friend no allergic rhinitis. E brofo kese e kire say bibi na ema wo hwini bi wa esisi ana wo sneeze no. Nte bia na wo dem ho no. E bia e ho e chi kakra. To so make sure say dem ho no we yi ne ma bebre fi ho ma from fa dem ho fine. Men so fan so direct. Yi ne ma na bia window no ne from fine emfa edem ho. Men ma bibia anu ye den ti say perfume ana say e bia ana bibia anu ye din bi emba edem ho. Ti se ne ma bi wo sisi ho e bia wo hia mi yi na fi ho ne from emfa dem ho fine. Wo da sa obetumi ada fine. But when dey sua bibi efa cold any flu person busa say o asem bi o pese o busa e wo sa topic we
me pese mi bisa say no e musa bibisa e wo ho e na ne mi timi ho nso ne say e futuro ni bibisa ye gba e lo kwan enye na na akire na e futuro bokọ ye musa ni nyina ka ho na ya na timi ma yen sa yare no te e ba ne sa de na e be ye
and the fan allergic rhinitis no into no in this case no o say wo nipa no na o say wo hwe de wo hwe wo hu su eyi sisi apodi ye o covid time to bia e hye mask yare we so no sabi eye the way obedi ohuni ana be ma unya sa cold and flu into no wo nsa wo de hand sanitizer eye wo nsa wa hye wo do bia wo hwe se ho no dust e wo ho ana say bia car the two wusie no e wo ho ana bia wo hye strong perfume bia wo hune entimi no na wa hwe ho ede efi ho bia omo ye kwan ne san de man no be make sure say we de o ben ho kase because we say wo de cold new flu na ede how na wa hwe ho ede efi ho na so we dey say ade how dodo dia and dia o say o call doctor ho na doctor e hwe ana ko hu pharmacist na o hwe what you say ko hu doctor say bia when you cold when you flu a o be hwe amount da make what you say
achoan.
Hey Kofi, are you coming to the party? Everyone is here.
Oh, Mido, I'm not well, and I feel too weak to go out and get drugs.
Oh Kofi, why the hassle? You can order all your drugs on the Dragnet app.
Dragnet app?
Yes, Dragnet app. I don't stress myself any longer. I just go on the app and upload all my prescriptions or call the pharmacist on the app and my drugs are sent to me at a fee of only 5 cedis.
Wow, this is amazing. I feel better already.
It's time to download the Dragnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store and enjoy total convenience.
Dragnet, your number one online pharmacy.
Memamo akwa abadeba tama Christian Eye Center a share eni ho apomudin sam nyina seye akwala seye penyin ye wo a doctor for kukudam a wombe to womobo ayem pensem mu nhwehwemu ansana yehu nia ehawe ni no yaye niese seye de boa ma wonso weni ne ho tono ye wo ndro apapapa ewa ha a chese ye hwe a ubenya ni nyina bi wa ha se efa no ahwehweniwa a friend lenses enso a your quality lenses, any frames.
This center is devoted to eye care. We treat patients with all types of eye diseases here: cataracts, glaucoma, refractive errors, and retinal issues. I am a glaucoma specialist here at the Tema Christian Eye Center, seeing patients particularly with glaucoma and cataracts.
Yeah, war Tema Committee 1. Ye be Methodist sorry no. Ye juma fiti ajwada Monday kopem memninda Saturday.
Tema Christian Eye Center, changing lives through proper eye care.
All right, so Doug, I would want to ask you a couple of questions about colds and flu. I mean, is it two different things or one thing together?
In fact, people seem to know that both cold and flu are the same, but honestly they are not the same, depending on the symptoms and the longevity of how the symptoms will go. For instance, cold normally is self-limiting, okay? Any viral infection, okay? In fact, cold and flu are both caused by what we call viruses, okay? But the two of them, depending on how long it stays with the individual, will know whether it is flu or it is a cold. But normally, when it comes to flu, if you don't take care and you keep on managing it yourself, you may end up on admissions, and it's very, very critical that we talk about it.
Okay, so could cold or flu be a major illness to an individual?
In fact, when you continue to have flu for quite some time, you may develop what we call pneumonia, and that one could end an individual in a hospital. Normally, you see, both are all caused by virus, okay? Cold is caused by what we call the rhinovirus, okay? But indeed, when you have this kind of infection, what we call general infection, it depends on the signs and symptoms that one exhibits. If you continue to have temperature in addition to sometimes sneezing and coughing, and it ends maybe by a day or two, you are fine, then we can say you have cold. But if you go beyond that, then indeed we will say that the person is having what we call flu. That one need expert management.
Okay, so cold and catarrh, are there any difference between that?
Well, they are not really the same. Catarrh, as we say, is a serious version of cold or flu, yes. And normally catarrh is just an accumulation of fluids, or what we call phlegms, in the sinuses or the cavity.
What about allergic rhinitis? How is that correlated to cold and flu?
You see, people do normally get allergies. You see, as a result of the fact that either they drive around, drivers, maids, people who work in the dust, let's say masons, they all use a lot of, the kind of work that they do, they inhale a lot of contaminants. Okay, for instance, children as well. Okay, they play on the ground and dust enters them. It will trigger allergens, and these allergens could also lead someone to get either cold or flu.
Well, this sounds more serious than we usually do take it. So what is the causes of cold and flu, by the way?
Well, basically droplets. Okay, when somebody has the condition, this viral condition, and the person coughs on surfaces, you touch it, then you infect yourself. Okay, and then if somebody also constantly do have allergies, this is what we are talking about. It could be that the person even has symptoms of asthma or something. It could also be that the person is even having, we are in the era of COVID. Okay, people think that once you have cold or flu, then of course you are having COVID. Or people may be treating cold and flu, but maybe they have COVID.
So you're basically saying that, if I'm right, that cold or flu could be a symptom of some underlying condition.
Exactly. You see, so as I was saying, it could be that you're even having pneumonia, okay, which is a complication of flu. Okay, that can end you being admitted at the hospital. So please, the only thing that we can do around this time is to take a lot of fluids, okay, boost our immunity with vitamin C's. Vic C is very, 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 Vic C4 is very, very important around this time. And we are in the rainy season, so we need to boost our immunity with Vicks C4. I've taken it before, I've tried before, my family do take it, and it's extremely important.
Okay, well, there you have it. If you're catching a cold or flu, please make sure you get you a Vicks C4, and you definitely will get better soon. Okay, so can this be managed or treated?
Oh yes, I think I've even mentioned them. The whole thing is about personal hygiene. If in this personal hygiene, then there are certain medications that you can take, okay, to kind of manage the symptoms, okay. You can take medications to manage the symptoms, and we have what we call home remedies as well, okay. Nutrition.
All right, let's hold on to the home remedies. Let's take a quick break. We will come back and discuss how we can use home remedies and even some medications to stay fit and to prevent ourselves from catching a cold or flu. Stay tuned, be right back.
Memamo akwa abadeba tama Christian Eye Center a share eni ho apomudin sam nyina seye akwala seye penyin yewo a doctor for kukudam a wombe to womobo ayem pensen mu ne hwehwemu ansana yehu nia ehawe ni no yaye ne seye de boa ma wonso weni ne ho tono yewo nro apapapa ewa ha a chese ye hwe a ubenya ne nyina bi wa ha se efa no ahwehweniwa a friend lenses enso a your quality lenses, any frames.
This center is devoted to eye care. We treat patients with all types of eye diseases here: cataracts, glaucoma, refractive errors, and retinal issues. I am a glaucoma specialist here at the Tema Christian Eye Center, seeing patients particularly with glaucoma and cataracts.
Yeah, war Tema Committee 1. Ye be Methodist sorry no. Ye juma fiti ejwada Monday kopem memninda Saturday.
Tema Christian Eye Center, changing lives through proper eye care.
Coffee now a sharp on to an asio.
Madam Yario, and my renti, minting PM Cotedro.
Oh, coffee, and an hour how home. Over to me at all, no, or Dragnet up no swim 209.
Dragnet?
Ah, name Dragnet, me, having home be a woo. And one is a macro up no sooner much in ram here, and I'm a fair pharmacist, no, I'm a Jimmy, or the rolling in a bremen, or watching me 5 CDs pet.
And me just where the mammy want to be put at that.
Emerson also download the Dragnet app free Google Play Store and now App Store. Nenya ahoto so papa bi. Dragnet abẹ́ for the tombia edi kankra.
Welcome back. You are still watching Ask Your Pharmacist, and we are still discussing colds and flu. Okay, so Doc, we left out talking about treatment, and you did mention that can be managed, but I want us to tackle it from the pharmacological aspects. How can it be managed?
You see, it can be managed perfectly when it comes to cold and flu. You know, what can be done is that we look at the symptom that you are presenting. Okay, that you are coughing, you are sneezing, you have pressure in your forehead, you know, or you feel restless. All that we will say is go to the pharmacy and insist to see your pharmacist. The pharmacist will know whether what you are having needs one pill or the other, and then the pharmacist will manage it perfectly for you.
Okay, or just so you don't transmit it, you can always download the Dragnet app, put your prescriptions on, or you can speak to a pharmacist and they will deliver it to you wherever you are. All right, Farm, so what about the non-pharmacological aspect of managing cold and flu?
Exactly, that's what we call home remedy. Okay, it's very, very important. You know, we are in rainy season, okay, the rains are falling, and we are in the era of COVID as well. Okay, so the only way in terms of home treatment that we can do is to make sure that we take a lot of fluids, you take a lot of water, you take a lot of them. I so insist that fluids are very, very, very important at this very time. You make sure you rest very, very, very well. It's also important that for the children, you make sure that all these surfaces, home, you know, floors are well cleaned in order for them not to contract it. Adult as well. If you know that something is triggering your cough or your flu or your cold, make sure that you move away from those, you know, allergens in order for you to be very, very well. And of course, you can take vitamin C. As I said, Vicks C4 is very, very important at this very time.
Okay, so there you heard it from the expert. You can take vitamin C's, you can do certain home remedies to help you stay away from cold and flu, and you can drink teas as well. Very, very practical. All right, so it's time for our social media questions and Farm Dog. The first question is, how will I know I have a cold or a flu?
In fact, there's a difference between cold and flu. Cold normally is a milder form of the way you are feeling. Normally, cold and flu, they are all, you know, as I said, they are caused by viruses, okay, and they are self-limiting. But if you go beyond 3 days, okay, then you know you have what we call flu. And flu, there are a lot of complications that comes with it. And you can even end up in the hospital. One of the complications is what we call pneumonia. Okay, normally with flu, it's it's a deeper form of cold. Cold within a day or two, you should be fine. If the symptoms persist, you see your pharmacist, and then you are very, very, very fine too.
Okay, Doc, so I've also heard about flu shots. Can we just go to the pharmacist and insist on getting a flu shot or the hospital?
It's very important to talk to your pharmacist, talk to your doctor. You'll be assessed properly if you need it. If they need be, they will advise you as such.
Wow, that's very educated. The second question is, what antibiotics can you prescribe for me for my cold or flu?
See, let's educate the masses. We are saying that cold or flu are all caused by viruses. Why do you need antibiotics to kill a virus? You don't need that. Okay, they are all self-limiting. If you eat very well, you rest very well, nutritionally you feed very, very well, you take a lot of immune boosters like vitamin C, you should be fine to go. You don't need antibiotics. But I must emphasize that when you become very, very infected, okay, your pharmacist will prescribe an antibiotics for you, your doctor will prescribe an antibiotics for you, just for the infected part of it. You don't need an antibiotics to treat cold or to manage cold or flu. If it becomes very important, you'll be advised as such. But for now, you don't need antibiotics to treat cold or flu.
Okay, so there you have it. When in doubt, always ask your pharmacist. All right, Doc, so this has been very educated, and what will be your final words to our viewers?
Thank you very much, madam. You know, we are in the era of COVID. Personal hygiene is extremely important. We are in a rainy season. Personal hygiene is very, very important in order for you not to catch flu or cold or to even reduce the incidence of catching it, personal hygiene is extremely imperative. So what we are saying is that take a lot of fluids, eat very well, take a lot of vegetables. If the need be that you are consistently contracting flu or cold, please see your pharmacist for further management and treatment. I also want to reiterate that the fact that you are having cold or flu does not mean you are having COVID. And the fact that you are consistently treating cold and flu does not mean you don't have COVID. Please see your pharmacist, see your doctor for better management so that you'll be well.
Thank you so much, Doug. It was amazing having you today. Up next is Dose for Healthy Living. Stay seated, we'll be right back. Today on Dose for Healthy Living, get regular checkups. Some diseases don't show up as symptoms until it is too late. Get regular blood tests for blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, along with urine tests. If the test results are not optimal, that means that you can quickly take corrective actions. Oh wow, that was another exciting and thrilling episode. I definitely did tell you this was going to be one that you will learn more and definitely share with your colleagues. This show definitely was brought to you by Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy. You can download the Dragnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store. Order all your medications. With Dragnet, you are assured of quality, convenience, and affordable drugs. Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy. This was also brought to you by the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana and Tama Christian Eye Center. You can locate Tama Christian Eye Center at Tama Community 1 adjacent St. Paul Methodist Church. With Tama Christian Eye Center, anything eye care, you definitely have to see them for it. Okay, so you can also reach them on 024-3717-468. Tama Christian Eye Center, changing lives through proper eye care. This is also supported by VitC4, the best vitamin C plus zinc from Samuel's Farmer. If you need to boost your immune system, this is the supplement for you. Many thanks to our media partners, ETV Ghana and GH1 Television. If for any case you did miss any of our episodes, please go on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dragnet TV, and get updated. My name is Peggy Sanwo, and like I always say, whatever that goes in you is merely irreversible. Always ask your pharmacist because they know best and they can help you stay fit. Until then, it's bye-bye for now.